All right. I'm a mimic, and today I am finally starting Alan Wake 2. I'm gonna give it a couple minutes because I am starting a couple minutes early. And the notifications hadn't gone out yet. Hey, glad you can make it to the stream. And congrats on first. Very nice. So we're playing Alan Wake 2. And I didn't stream Alan Wake 1, but I have played Alan Wake 1. And we did play the AWE expansion of Control. So I think we're prepared to do this. I have played through this before, but it was when the game first came out. So it's been a long time. Considering just how many games I've been playing. So I don't remember all the details. But I think this will be enjoyable. I did try to stream it when it first came out, and my system couldn't handle it. But I have a new streaming setup, and I've upgraded my system since then. So hopefully this goes well. If not, I have backup plans. But it is time to start, so let's go. We're just gonna do a new game. I sound hollow and distant for some reason. I'm sorry to hear that.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Oh, this is us. Okay, so we just came out of the lake. And hopefully I'm not still hollow and distant. No more hollow sound. Excellent. this guy refuses to look at the camera. I can't see who this is. Hey, congrats on your 3-stream streak.
Already gone.
They're not gonna help me? I'm clearly in need of some help. This is such a pretty game. So detailed, I guess, is the word I should be using. I heard something. Oh. It's just a deer. That's fine. Move. That looked a lot like some of the flashes we saw in Control during the AWE expansion. So just as a warning, now that's already happened, this game will probably have flashing lights. This is a cool tree though. You can sprint by toggling left. Oh, he does not sprint well. Why are we sprinting? Are we running away? What was that? I'm blocked, I can't go up there. Looks like I'm at a campground or something. Mortar Falls. Mirror Peak. Mirror Peak was in Alan Wake. The first game. I don't like the look of that. Whoa. Oh, are they shooting at me? Oh, there was somebody behind me. they just ripped his heart out. So he said the cult of the word, and they said cult of the tree. And that is Cauldron Lake. Alan Wake 2.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
So the man in the car
Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work.
is he looks like Sam Lake, who's the creator, but also was
A
Max
deputy
Payne.
was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Return 1. Invitation.
Worth memorizing.
So he looks and sounds like Max Payne.
I should take a look at that map.
Bright Falls Sheriff. So on the way here we saw that the campground was closed for Cauldron Lake. But this is such a pretty game. I think they did such a great job with the forest. The map displays key locations in the area.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Okay. Oh, we get the full map. So that's us at the parking lot, and we're heading toward the rental cabins, bony-legged path, the general store, the witch's hut, witch's ladle, Crow's Foothills, Cauldron Lake Shore, the Witchfinder stations up here, and the stream side. Cauldron Lake Campground, your home in the pines.
Hey, over here. Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
I could use a briefing.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some, organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, but you know, inside.
Okay.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I was just noticing the sign behind him. No entry. This location is closed to the public by order of the FBC. Interesting. So this is just straight up linked to Control.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Inside is generally where your organs belong. I agree. Sorry about that. Don't know why my controller disconnected. It connected right back up again.
Are they gone? These fucking out-of-towners. We can handle this ourselves if they just stay the hell out of it. All of them.
Shut up, Thornton. They can still hear you.
I'm just saying. You know I'm usually a calm person. Yoga 3 times a week. But these goddamn city folk always think they know everything. It gets on my fucking nerves.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
For fuck's sake.
Mulligan and Thornton. Only sometimes. Yeah, your organs sometimes belong inside of you.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
You can access the case board inside the Mind Place.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board.
Okay, so there's my map. Interesting.
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
The case board is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progress the investigation. Right stick to move around. L and R to zoom. Okay. So this is the Federal Bureau Criminal Investigation. So this is the FBI. Previous murders. A series of murders have occurred around the town of Bright Falls. Finding the connections will help our search for the killer. Murder method. Slight difference in murders, bloating only commonality in bodies, but not the cause of death, which is chest trauma. Exposure to water post-mortem. Bruising on the wrists and legs. 2 of the victims had bruising, some form of restraint, strapped or belted down. Deep gash in the chest, heart missing. Most recent victim died of major chest trauma, consistent with 2018 victim. Hard to confirm due to condition of body. All bodies experienced bloating. Bloating of the corpse is indicative of drowning, but only 1 victim was found in the water. Victims. All victims reported missing in 2010. No other commonalities. Ted Lane, dentist, stab wounds, bloating, bruising on the wrists. The victim was reported missing in 2010, discovered in 2012, buried in a shallow grave. Wendy Davis, teacher, body bloated, large chest wound. Found in Cauldron Lake in 2018. Some organs missing. Predation? State of the body does not match 8 years spent in a lake. Percy Wolf, store owner, bruising, heart removed, strange tattoos. Found 2 weeks ago. Chest wound was ruled as cause of death. Tattooing on body is illegible. Okay, so what's the killer profile? Talk to someone. Okay. Post-mortem tattooing of the body. Victim number 3 was covered in illegible tattoos. A message from the killer, maybe? Or their art? The murder targets have no discernible common traits. Apart from going missing in 2010, the victims have nothing apparent in common. Chest trauma resembles animal butchery techniques. Killer may be a sportsman or a hunter. Okay. Oh, and we can look around the mind place if my controller stops disconnecting. I have new controllers coming in soon. Hopefully that will help. Can't seem to zoom in. Got a TV. Oh, which reminds me, it was kind of fun hearing them talk about Night Springs in the on the car ride over. One of my favorite fake Twilight Zone style shows. Night Springs in Alan Wake 1 was great. So this must be Saga's daughter. And that's Alex. And that is a deer. Section of the Grizzly Giant. 101 feet circumference. Mariposa Grove. It's a big tree. What else do we have here? We have a tea set. Some spilled salt. Little kitchenette. Pistols. Featuring the service pistol. I wonder if that's a reference to Control. Okay, so then I just do this to exit.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Visiting the Mind Place does not pause the game.
Nature gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
They're talking about how terrible all the city folk are, and Alex Casey's just fucking nature. That's kind of weird. Some blankets or something. Oh, it's probably a little tent or something. Okay.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Starting fires is prohibited. Please do not feed the wildlife. Raccoons may be cute, but they are not cuddly. Leave no trace. All good advice.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Not that old. Well, I heard those knees. Mirror Peak. The mighty mountain in the distance is no other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected in the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all its inverted glory. Okay, and then if I hover, it'll actually transcribe it for me. Huh. I'm gonna be trying to read everything we find. So you never know what might be important in a Remedy game. This place is definitely overgrown. It's been a while since anybody's camped here. In Control, there were memos saying
Not a bad
that they
place
had,
to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
they had set up a field office out at Cauldron Lake, and the sign said it was closed for, or by order of the FBC, so maybe that's what this is. Why this campground is closed.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
An actual phone booth out here? Kind of surprising. General store. Thornton and Mulligan arguing. General store, Cauldron Lake.
Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Okay, so that's just the map again. General store, that's a weird name for a general. Wonder if he's angling to be Admiral store. Terrible joke. Terrible joke. Investigate the crime scene.
Now, this
Okay.
is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. And we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
This might be a little gross.
Step 1. Examine the corpse. Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
You unlocked your first key image. You can go to the case board in the mind place. Okay. Up allows Saga to see active cases. Key image can be selected with A and placed on the case board. Cauldron Lake murder scene.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Placing a key image on the case board begins a new line of investigation. Another body has been found in the woods near Bright Falls. Perfect timing. Need to see if this is linked to the killings. We're here to investigate. When a key image is placed, it will prompt a new question. Consistent with other murders. Objectives are viewable at the case board in your goals. Goals. Investigate the crime scene. Okay. You're now free to examine the case board or leave to complete the objective. Okay. Consistent with previous murders. And it looks like there are 3 clues we have to get. Is that what that means? You can collect clues from the body to progress the investigation.
The killer left the heart right next to the body.
Okay, so we have the heart, we have some straps.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Back to the case board. Newly discovered clues can be placed onto the open question. Okay. Major chest trauma. This is consistent with previous killings. Cargo straps used to restrain the victim. Bruising indicates victim was alive when restrained. Matches other cases. Heart found near victim's body.
Heart removed from chest. Strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
The clues have resolved the open question and unlocked a deduction. As you advance the investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. Okay. You can check updated goals by pressing Y. We need to learn more about the victim and learn more about the killer. Okay, so we have 2 things to learn about the killers and 2 things to learn about the victim. Heart was removed but then left on the table near the body. Was this murder interrupted? Well, we know it was, but Saga doesn't.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues.
Okay. This looks like more clues.
Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
That is a lot of footprints. Okay. Thanks for just watching and not helping, guys. Beer bottle. Ama. A tripod?
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
That is weird. That's very weird. Okay, so that's 3 clues. We're missing 1 more. Some gas cans. Oh, can. Oh, there's another clue here.
Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
Oh, okay. Heavy blood splatter on the table. Victim? No, killers. They really made a mess here. Caught up in the act or just sloppy work? Multiple sets of footprints.
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Multiple assailants present. Messy scene. Crime of passion. Premeditated. And then these are for later. Okay. Lots of activity here. It's unlikely our killer was working alone. We still don't know anything about the victim, though. We need to talk to somebody to learn about the victim. Okay. Can we talk to you? Oh, yeah.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale. Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Nightingale. That was the FBI agent that was hunting Alan in the first game. So this is Nightingale? And you disappeared 13 years ago. That would make it 2010 as well, right? Because this is 2023 is when this game came out, so it'll be contemporary to 2023.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
What happened after he got fired?
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
I think that's everything. For now, at least. Sure. Need to think about it.
Okay, let's think about it. I jumped to the mind place too quickly. Let's see. Casey. Nightingale went off the deep end and the FBI fired him. I trust Casey's read on people. Sounds like our victim wasn't mentally stable. Thornton. Victim is Robert Nightingale, last seen in Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Victim ID'd Robert Nightingale, former FBI agent, mental state questionable at time of disappearance. Well, that's because he kept finding, pieces of paper that told his future on them. That would kind of make anybody go unstable. No one's heard from this guy in 13 years. Why surface now? Where's he been? I like the play on words there. Why surface now? He's been in the lake for 13 years. Cooler and beer bottles left nearby. Premeditated or spontaneous.
Right.
Stalking out the spot. Having a cold one while they waited for a victim. There was a tripod found near the body.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
Where did the victim come from?
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Okay, you can use profiling inside Saga's mind place to get inside the heads of suspects and victims. Ah. Well, I want to finish reading what the case board said first. Killers waited for victim, brought equipment. Murder was premeditated, but what was Nightingale doing out there? Tripod found near the body, looks new, brought by the killers. Why? To mount a camera, maybe a weird snuff film. Well, let's try profiling. Using her intuition, Saga can discover new clues by profiling people of interest. So let's profile Nightingale. Missing person.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
That looked a lot like the hotline messages in Control. A lot like them.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Like the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Okay. Also, what do these say? Because this one says to rookie. The Greater Washington Area, Oh Dear Diner, menu. Office of Bright Falls, report of investigation by county medical examiner. So this is an autopsy. Can I zoom in? It doesn't look like I can zoom in. Really curious what that says. It's a little too small for me to read. And then there's a book, In the Details. Victim profile, greetings from Cauldron Lake. Best spots in Bright Falls. And that's the Oh Dear Diner. We have another autopsy report, and this one's different. The first one had a single stab wound that was rather large right in the middle of the chest. This one is a lot of tiny stab wounds. October 2012. So this was the first victim. January of 2018. So that was the last victim before Nightingale. Assignment, Bright Falls. Dear Rookie, I'm writing this letter to follow up. I'd like to attract your attention. Bright Falls residents. Ted Lane. Okay. Oh, it says right here, resident Ted Lane. Or deceased. What does that say? Decedent is Ted Lane. He's 43, dentist. Okay. Then this is Wendy Davis. Wendy Davis sounds really familiar. All right. So we did profiling. Nightingale came from Cauldron Lake. I can feel that Nightingale came from the lake, but why now, after 13 years? Where's he been?
Up from the lake that's not a lake.
Oh, and then I can replay it.
It's dark.
Okay.
He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Who's he? Okay, so we need to find evidence of where the victim came from.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Okay, well, I'll just wait here.
You do that, Thornton.
This one of your hunches, Anderson?
Oh, when
Did
I
something
ran,
happen
he
at the
runs.
lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more.
That is a big tree.
It is kind of creepy, though.
Witch's ladle.
A witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder.
That is weird. Witch's ladle. There is no mystery in Cauldron Lake being named after its cauldron shape. And yet, there are many mysterious stories about the lake. It being a gloomy doorway to the underworld, or of a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. The legend tells that when the affections of a local sheriff went unanswered, he accused the lady in question of having bewitched him. She was drowned, but her dropped ladle grew into a strange tree named Witch's Ladle. The woman returned to avenge her wrongdoers. If she was not a witch before, she was one now. She killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake. Then she took out his heart and locked it in a box. With the heart, she would summon him from the lake to exact revenge on her behalf. Or so the legend goes. Lots of weird parallels here. And this is the tree that Nightingale ran through at the start of the game. Blocked. Wait a minute. It's blocked. And that is a weird, wavy, twisty page.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense.
That doesn't make any sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
Okay. It's so wavy, I'm not sure I can read that. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years. He had suddenly turned up only to be murdered in a brutal ritual. Oh, she picks it up. Okay.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept? Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
Manuscript pages
I should
can be
profile
read
Nightingale
inside
about this page.
the mind place. Okay, so lots of things to do in the mind place. First, we did get a new clue for the case board. Footprints. What? He walked through a boulder? Doesn't make sense. Trail has gone cold.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Too many unknowns. Doesn't make sense. Asking the wrong questions? Dead end, literally. Is there anything else here? Reading the words, these words felt like a message. Someone playing a game with them. So the killer's watching us. Game on. Okay, so I can profile and I can read a manuscript.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
So that's definitely Alan, and that was the room that Alan writes in. But it's interesting seeing the edits to the page in addition to those, in addition to the narration. Reading the words, these words, and then something scratched out. And instead, it feels like a message and was a message. The way it's scratched out, I wonder if it's actually possible to go in and see what the originals were. Wait a minute, hold on. What's this?
This mug always cheers me up.
Not the worst mom. Oh, that's good. Well, Saga's not the worst mom. Interesting. So, are there more things like that?
Mom may be gone, but whenever I read this, I feel like she's still here.
Saga, for what it's worth, I think it's important that Logan grows up seeing you do what you love, what you're great at. That will teach her so much. There will be times just like this when you question your choices, your competence, even your own sanity. When things get dark, remember to trust and love yourself as much as your family does. You won't be perfect, but I know you'll be amazing. Love you always, Mom. Oh, that's sweet.
Miss you, kiddo. I'll be home soon. If only the rest of the Bureau knew what a softy Casey is.
Okay, so that's Happy Birthday, Logan. Logan is the name of her daughter. Couldn't remember. that door leads out. I'd be leaving the mind place.
My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic.
Oh, she pranks Casey. Poor Casey.
Casey's favorite brand. Tastes terrible.
So she's really close to Casey. Wild Valley, single pot still Irish whiskey, aged 12 years. Matured in the finest oak casks. Product of Ireland. Anything else? I'm not seeing anything else. Let's profile. The page.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
That's a weird thing to profile. Is that something I can use on the case board? Nightingale has something inside of him.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Okay. Learned all I can. Need to get body back to town for examination. There's more going on here than I'm seeing. Need to get the body properly back in town. So the killer is watching us. Game on.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Oh my. It's me? Okay. Those are some massive footprints.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
It's all
Too
about
late.
control.
I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter. I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
So where are we? This is the witch's hut. Okay. Oh, there's stuff to find here. Friday. Midge told me today that her family's moving away. This sucks. I haven't even told her I like her yet. What's the point anymore? She said her parents want to get better jobs and get her to a better school in a big city. I guess that's fair. She wants to stay in Bright fucking Falls. Sunday. So I told her. She said thanks. Fucking kill me. Oh, poor kid. Monday. I snuck out last night again. Went to the big house by the lake. Instead of just watching it from here like I always do. instead of just sitting around like I always do. Screw that. Anyway, something weird is going on down there. I'm going to find out what. Going to go back there tomorrow with better gear. I bet I can find a way inside the building. Take some photos. It's gonna be epic. Oh, supplies. Oh, I have a gun, ammo, and batteries. I'm probably finding this stuff too early.
Is that a kid's lunchbox?
Cold Casey.
An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
That's right, because Alan's books that he wrote before Alan Wake happened were all the Alex Casey novels. And so now there's a Alex Casey who looks and sounds like Max Payne, who was the inspiration for Alex Casey. Oh, this is too fun. I know things can get a little crazy around here, but if you're ever feeling scared, just remember that Alan is watching over us. That is Alan with 2 hearts around it. Alan is watching over us, huh? And that looks like a torn up manuscript. Manuscript fragment. Manuscript fragments can be used to upgrade weapons in the Mind Place. So I have 1 fragment. It takes 12 to just increase the magazine size for more bullets. Another headshot. Land 2 headshots in quick succession to stun an enemy for an extended duration. Interesting. Again and again. Hold the fire button to activate auto fire mode. Significantly increases the rate of fire. Compact and concealable. Pistols issue 1. This month we get inside the barrel of the law enforcement sidearm, the PGC 821, featuring the service pistol. Nova Arms, 200 Years of Excellence, a review of their best products. The tank of sidearms, built for durability. Her mind place is kind of weird. Oh look, all the painted rocks around the lunchbox. Let's look at the case board, because now we have another case. Alex Casey lunchboxes. Point of interest cases track objects and information that Saga has acquired to chart collection progress. Okay, so this is the collectibles case.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message?
I found a strange lunchbox. Who left this here? I should keep an eye out for others. Lunchbox found near the witch's hut at Cauldron Lake. Bright Falls area? Cauldron Lake area. Okay.
Okay.
The note inside mentions Alan. Alan Wake? What the hell are these? Okay. Super weird. Oh, it is dark in here. Oh, okay. It adjusted. That's nice. Interesting little hut. It is at a campground, so it's probably set up either to actually eat in or as like a touristy thing, you know. The Witch's Hut. Here lived the Witch of Cauldron Lake. Beware, her spirit may still haunt this place. Okay, so it's a touristy, ooh, spooky thing for the camp goers.
Did you know this entire area is inside a caldera? This whole mountain used to be an active volcano. Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
So, essentially, we're standing in the gaping maw of hell.
You got it. I used to love geology when I was in school. I helped Logan build a great baking soda volcano for her science fair.
Cheating on a science fair? That's almost a crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano. I mean, my daughter.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
I probably shouldn't explore too much. We do have to get the body back. Especially since apparently I did get lost. Where am I? Oh, there he is. Oh, that's the general store. Okay. I'm coming, Alex. I'm coming. I found a lunchbox with your name on it.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Deer Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
I'm just gonna check down here real quick before going up the shortcut with Casey.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Lake House. Notice. FBC security perimeter gate entry for authorized personnel only. Lake House, Federal Bureau of Control, Research Department Laboratory, authorized personnel only. Press and hold to call.
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation.
The station heads are not currently available. Access is restricted without their permission.
Nice talking to you, too.
Interesting.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Let's use the shortcut key.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
What is that? Authorized personnel only.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Notice, do not touch. This station is property of the FBC. Was this the listening post? No entry. Station 11. Station model I32 station. ID 42-011.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
We are all in this together, hero. Have a heroic day. Weird. Lunchbox found by the FBC monitoring station at Cauldron Lake. Note inside says, "We're in this together, hero." What do they mean? Who left this? Oh, there's a little design, yarn and sticks. I wonder if that's like the painted rocks. Let you know there's a lunchbox nearby. Just look at these trees.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Shortcut key. Cauldron Lake. Caution. Steep climb. Notice the FBC perimeter gate entry for authorized personnel only.
The Federal Bureau of Control? That's a new one. Toxic volcanic gas, huh?
The FBC is an obscure branch. Only shows up for unusual cases.
Well, what's so unusual about volcanic gas?
Beats me.
What could be so unusual about Cauldron Lake that would require FBC attention? I wonder. Strange little shortcut.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner. I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
I like the dancing oh dear thermoses. Those poor people. Flooded. The lake does seem higher, doesn't it? Ah, but I can still walk through it. That's nice. Fairy times. Kids of all ages can celebrate Deerfest at the Happy Harvest. Oh, yeah, look, there's the church.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie? Don't know, don't care. How much have you had? Not enough. That's how much. Never enough coffee. Oh, that rich, bittersweet nectar. Get it in Coffee World. Get it where you can. Get it now. Jesus, Charlie.
Come get percolated. Coffee World.
Man, it is
Bright Falls blend.
Isn't it? Charlene, are you as uncomfortable as I am?
You don't think the amount of hot, caffeinated beverages you've downed has anything to do with it?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm in hell.
Charlie and Charlene.
Change of topic, please.
Not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn sure my... I mean our float will be the belle of the ball at this year's Deerfest. Just a few more days.
It's a nice looking float for sure. This is my first Deerfest, so I don't know what to expect really.
It is the finest entertainment a town like ours has to offer. The happiest day of the year. Like Christmas, but better.
Well, I certainly hope so. I hate the holidays.
I'm not sure Deerfest is Christmas but better. I don't think anything ever good happens.
Cute.
I don't think anything good ever happens during Deerfest.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls.
Percolators
Nice
are
to have
nifty.
you. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Percolators are nifty, but mocha pots are cooler and pour overs are better. I'll have to take your word for that one. You must be Sheriff Breaker.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Let me guess. missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Oh dear diner, Bright Falls.
Can't believe that happened. Still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed. Have some pie. It'll take your mind off things.
Gotta explore everything in here. Please seat yourself. Daily specials. The Big Buck Cheeseburger. $9.
Part of the job. Can't dwell on it too much.
Pancakes, French toast. Big Buck Burger, Fawn Burger with fries. I'm looking for more puns, but there isn't much. Looks pretty generic. Making me hungry for breakfast, though.
You know how touchy these rural types can be?
Gouda is good, but cheddar's better.
We're getting some more new folks in town, I see.
Donuts, pie. Oh, hey, the jukebox. The jukebox is out of order. The poor old thing can only take so much of the same song being played over and over and over. I'm as big a fan of Coconut as the next person, but come on. That's what the Old Gods of Asgard would keep playing over and over in the first game. Speaking of, Take Control by the Old Gods of Asgard. You look at that. What's this one? The Poet and... I can't read what that says. It's a little too blurry for me. Lots of Old Gods of Asgard songs in here. The Coconut song. Don't touch. Coffee World, America's top coffee attraction, where the fun is percolating. Enjoy thrilling rides. Play exciting games. Adults $25, children $15. Employees only? No, I can't go back there. It is dark back there. Oh no, there's a missing dog. Take first aid courses. Coffee cup mascot costume, somewhere in terror. $50. Ooh. This is weird. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
Wait, does that mean that the deer in the lake was a dream that Saga was having? At the very beginning? That is a funny plushie. Very on theme for Coffee World. Map. Hey, we got the Bright Falls map. Wellness Center, Manor, Valhalla Nursing Home, Ranger Station, The Oh Dear Diner, Sheriff Station, Alderwood Palace Lodge. Okay. Home of the annual Deer Fest. Right, some more undiscovered maps too.
Can't open this with my bare hands.
Interesting. So that implies that there is a key for that door. Uh-oh, did you forget to wash your hands? Turn on the faucet, apply soap. Nothing too interesting in here. Lots of reminders to wash your hands. Okay, let's talk to the couple.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
Is it perfectly legal? Because that whole place was, like, no trespassing, closed campground, right?
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found out. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
Oh, that was a profiling that came up. Okay, I was wondering what that thing that came up was. Okay, so first cases. Previous murders. Wait, previous murders. The Bookers described multiple attackers wearing deer masks, chanting and turning into the guy with knives. Killer profile.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
Okay.
The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
Exciting. Not a lone killer, but an organized group, the Cult of the Tree. This case just got much more interesting. I should open a new file and start fresh. Cult of the Tree. Background cases accumulate clues about broader ongoing topics, like the Cult of the Tree.
I need to know more about the Cult of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down.
To stop a cult, we need to understand them, their ideology, their goal, and their members. Cultists were wearing deer masks. Okay. What kind of cult is it? Who's involved? And what's the goal? What kind of cult? Cult psychology. If they're hiding their faces, they aren't established enough to operate openly. Connection to Deerfest? Yeah, kind of makes sense. The Bookers. The Cult of the Tree.
The Cult of the Tree. What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree bag, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth.
Okay. So if we go back to the case board... No, we didn't get any new clues. Yeah, we didn't get any new clues because of that. So let's talk to them again.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing, Tammy.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing Deerfest.
Oh God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
So that's Rose from the first game? And how did she know Saga's name? Okay. Case board. Cult of the Tree. Cult necklace with a triangle symbol on it. Does not go in the psychology? What kind of cult? Cult symbols. Jewelry can be used as a subtle indicator of membership. But this isn't subtle. A badge of pride? Wait a minute. Didn't it say I had another... I thought I had another clue. Maybe I don't have the case for it. That was weird. Okay, so there's 11 of those deer I need to find. We can do that. However, that is all the time I have for today. But I think we made a good start. It's definitely fun seeing all of the things from the first Alan Wake game, all of the characters. There's going to be a lot of connections between the first Alan Wake game and Control as well. And it looks like my streaming setup is all set. So we should be able to continue this next time, which is awesome. But we'll find out what's going on with this Cult of the Tree. And I am kind of interested in Nightingale, considering how the first game ended. Why did so many people go missing in 2010, including Nightingale? I'm sure we'll learn more next time. Thanks for hanging out.